Hey folks, being here in Southern California in the spring, I recently got to attend the ham radio crash course campout that Josh and Leia host once a year. And my goal for this get-together was to just be present, hang out, talk with a lot of new people, make a few new friends, be present. Making a video about the experience was not a priority, and I don't know if it ever will be for me at an event like that. One of the secondary goals that I was able to achieve was I could make contacts there via satellite, and I did Morse code, digital, and voice contacts from the park. So I decided to share with you the satellite pass where I made 2 contacts and my Morse code operations where I made, I think it was 11 or 12, something like that, just over 10 contacts. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So hopefully you'll enjoy continuing to watch me learn satellite modes, and you can get some Morse code listening practice as well in the later part of the video. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a full-time traveler and ham radio operator. I activate amazing parks all over the United States. Join the adventure and see what's next.
Wow, do I really look like a guy with a plan?
That traveler has
I just do things.
He was a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.
Good morning, radio friends. We're at the Ham Radio Crash Course Campout near Hesperia, California in Silverwood Lake State Park. We've got an ISS at 7:22 in the morning. That's a little early for me, but we'll get it done. I come up here, peek about right there, set about right there. Pretty easy to... Should be pretty easy to track. Yep. Coming up. I'm on ISS crew down. That's not the right one. ISS crew up. There we go. ISS down 1. Now I'll actually hit it on the right channel. I got mountains here up to about 10 degrees. He should be coming over it now. Should be coming over. There you go. There we go. Got quieting right there. Here we go. Got quieting. Don't hear anybody yet. I might just try transmitting once here. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
Mike 1-4.
Oh, I got on at the end.
Alpha Juliet 6 Charlie Lima DM-04. Alpha Juliet Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike Delta Mike 1-4. KE0VIM AJ6CL Alpha Juliet 6 Charlie Lima DM-04. Alpha Charlie 6, this is Delta Lima. Alpha Juliet 6 Charlie Lima Alpha. Alright, Alpha Juliet 6, good contact. Thank you, 7-3. QSL, thank you.
AJ6JL N6 Papa Alpha Alpha.
N6PAA AJ6CL DM-04, good contact, thank you.
QSL
Oh, I lost him. Shoot. Yeah, he peaked. I lost the satellite. Oh no. I gotta bump my, I get to bump my channels. I'm a rookie. 40 degrees.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor India Mike, Delta Mike 14, Alpha Alpha.
Kilo Echo,
Oh man, I cannot keep him.
Victor India Mike, N6 PAA, Charlie Mike 98.
Charlie Mike 88, thanks for attending.
That's Charlie Mike 90, Charlie Mike 98.
Blackwood, Charlie Mike 88, thank you.
93, have a good one.
About 30 degrees now. Boy, I'm having a hard time holding him this morning. Because I keep forgetting to bump my channel. Go channel 5.
Echo Mike 00 again, please, N6 PAA.
N6 PAA, here is Whiskey Delta 5, Echo November Hotel, Echo Mike 00.
WD5ENH, N6 PAA, Charlie Mike 90, Charlie Mike 90.
Roger, roger. Thank you. Good morning.
Echo Mike Hotel, Kilo Echo 0, Victor India Mike, Delta Mike 14. Yankee Delta Kilo. Victor 1 Yankee Delta Kilo.
I think I'm losing it now. I did not get that contact there. And he's probably behind a mountain now. Well, that's not bad. I got 2. Almost got 3. First satellite pass down. So here's a change to the rig since my last operation. I've got this double pistol mag that I attached to the outside, you can see there, of the radio pouch. So now the radio can only flop so far, and that's worked pretty good so far. And it also solved the problem of having a place to put the recorder. Since it's a double mag, I can stick the recorder in one, and all the wires I bunched up and put in the other. So that little solution is working pretty good so far. I've just got this kind of cinched up tight. I need to loosen it a little bit so this is easier to get in and out. I'm afraid that pushing it in and out is gonna activate buttons and stop recordings and things like that, or start recording when I don't want to. So when I do want to record, I'll stop recording. But that is that's the adjustment. So far, I'm liking it. There's some Morse code here amongst the party.
They're closing up, and I'm like, can I just buy that one? It just worked out again. Good job. I saw Brooks' seat, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got one of those in my bag. Oh, no, I need to speak to your location. Go back to
We're gonna ride down to the lake and back. You guys need anything? I'm on the show.
What
It's that guy again. That's him guy? I'll be interested to listen to that. contact that I got goofed up.
How high is it off the ground? 10 feet? No, probably 5 feet, 4.5 feet, 5 feet.
Get my phony contact out of there, so I got 7.
Right here. And I was talking to some guy 200 miles away, and you're not going to DX with something like that, but NVIS it worked perfectly 40 meters.
Yeah, there's a guy on eBay, his name's Mr. Ballard.
And I was on 5 watts.
Mr. Ballard.
5 watts.
Yeah, he sells ballads.
Played with that for a
No
while.
way.
Yeah,
Oh,
no shit.
I know, I said the same thing.
But,
I like it.
Mr. Ballard, what does he sound like?
He's not
Oh, yeah, there's a guy called Mr. Testament.
And I had 60 feet of wire set on 2 camera tripods, 5 feet off the ground. And there's a guy who gives a seminar.
Experts, man.
And so I set it up, I made a video of it.
And you proved it to him.
He went to Yuma and he gave the same old presentation. I said, well,
I proved you wrong.
I said, I want to be polite. I don't want to cut people off.
We don't want to
Question about NVIS, yeah.
This is anecdotal.
So you go to I set up the antenna, 5 feet off the ground. I talked to a guy in New Mexico, in Real Mexico, and in San Marcos on 5 watts.
Got a soda call in here. How long have I been saying I'm on a mountain?
15 seconds. Well, yeah, I just happened to make
And he
a
called
video like,
security on you.
I'm doing it like
Dun,
that, like
dun,
I gotta
dun.
pull this up. And he goes, well, what's that? I started playing it in the classroom, at the max level. He goes, what's that? I said, you mean making a QSO on 5 watts? And he said,
You're,
that's anecdotal.
that's anecdotal.
You don't,
You're God.
he says, did you try changing frequencies? Did you try different power levels? And I'm like, no, it worked the first time. So, he goes, did you try putting your antenna up higher in the air or lower on the ground? I said, no, I'm talking about 5 watts. It worked. I stopped.
Your argument.
What was his argument?
He said Envis
This is anecdotal.
and this guy is
Sons of bitches.
I don't.
It's anecdote.
What is
You will hear people tell you that. He goes, you're putting your signal directly into the ground. I said,
Good God.
Yes, some of it is going
I
into the
said, yeah,
ground.
probably most of it's going to the ground. Some of it's
Draw
going in
your
the air.
pistol,
Coming
sir.
down. And I'm like, and then
To man's satisfaction.
And then you know the saying, don't never argue with a fool because people might not be able to tell the difference.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. A couple of knuckleheads fighting over anecdotal.
It's an anecdote.
You're anecdotal.
Did you try moving the antenna up in 6 inches?
I beg your pardon.
And I'm thinking, okay, he's a scientist. He wants to see the spreadsheet. He wants to see the detail.
Oh, yeah, he wanted you to, yeah.
And that's okay. Some people want to do it.
Got 9. Let's get one more.
Blood
One more, get 10 CW.
back because it was interesting. I was like, I didn't really think about that. So his point of view is, yeah, NVIS works because what it's really doing is preventing the DX from coming in.
Yeah, so what you're getting at a proper altitude is the NVIS effect and the DX effect.
Yeah, and technically more NVIS up.
But I also noticed it only worked in the daytime, which makes sense because the sun ionizes
Oh, interesting.
the layer.
Yeah.
And right at sunset, it just turned to stack. So I talked to people and checked in on the net through sunset, and it just went away. And then the next day, it came back because the sun ionizes the layer that you need for
Right.
NVIS.
Interesting.
Which is contrary to when
I mean,
you want to do DXing,
yeah.
you want a different layer that sends it around.
Well, it's the same layer. You're just saying the lower layer is bouncing off the lower layer. I guess so, because the lower layer is what ionizes during the sun during the day.
It dramatically went away during the day, right at sunset, and then all through the night you couldn't talk about it. Because I didn't have being out in the desert, I didn't bring my two big pole walkies, so I couldn't give you that 30 feet.
I just worked out him again on 20.
Anecdotally, I like chocolate.
I was like, I'm getting pretty damn good.
On what? Your HD?
No, on my 710.
Oh, nice.
On my infed. I worked out him again.
Did I show you this video?
I think I worked out him too.
Class, because a lot of the people in the room were like,
You're just confusing everybody now.
what do you mean? No, they were like, what do you mean NVIS doesn't work? And I said, what's this? It's me doing NVIS. And I'll turn around and look at him like, okay, you're full of crap. You know, looking at him.
One of you
So,
is lying.
doesn't
We're not sure which one it is.
Who are you going to believe? Me or your own lying eyes?
No, it's AI.
it's AI.
I know, I have a set. You have more jewels on yours than I do, though. Your gibbets, yes.
No, all right, good. Lock on. I'm gonna learn it though. I've decided it's time to learn.
Well, that's it. Those are some of my radio experiences at the Ham Radio Crash Course Campout. It was a great time. Josh and Leia are fantastic hosts. The food was fantastic. I won a 9 amp hour battery. It was a really great crowd too. Everyone was very approachable, easy to talk to. Exactly what you'd expect, I guess, from a bunch of ham radio operators. It's probably something I'm not going to attend. I don't want to say I'm never going to do it again, but it just happened that we're in the area at about the right time, and that probably only happened so many times. So I don't think I'm going to be a regular, but I certainly do not regret spending the time out there this year. We'll see you next time. 7-3.